All right, so we are getting ready to begin the second match. We have Willie Wong, who is a 487 Fargo, versus Cody Wilson, who is a 494. This has been in the works for a while now, and finally is happening tonight at the Dutch in Yakima, Washington. There's still plenty of people here watching, so that's always nice. And more will start getting into the chat room. I do believe the sound issue we had earlier has been taken care of. The background music was loud to the point where hearing us commentate was difficult, but I believe that's been resolved. I agree, Jeff. Good luck to both players. This should be a good one, folks. The first one was pretty exciting because these guys got big shoes to fill, but it could easily go back and forth as well and turn into another good match. Hey, Kelly, so the loud music is back again, eh? I'll take your word for that on about the 70s horn music, Jeff. I always thought it was kind of like elevator music-ish, but you say so. But I just let them know about it, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm sure it'll get resolved. So, okay, as you can see, the numbers are 487 for Willie. That's his Fargo as of today. And Cody is a 494. This is race to 7. Same rules, BCA. Alternate brake. Rack your own. Well, that was a really good shot. Cody, he cut that over to the corner nicely. Unfortunately, it didn't lay out nice, so he'll have some work to do. But he does have that 10 ball blocking Willie's 6 ball, so that'll have to be addressed as well. Hey, Joe Pleasant, that is table number 1, which is the newest table. It's about a month old. But yeah, it's everything's changed now. So, and just so you know, this weekend these BFS matches will be on this table, and then everyone after that will be down on table 5. I will be moving the stream camera and everything down to that other end. That way we don't occupy the tables here for people to sit and dine or hang out or whatever. But yeah, we do have 5 tables now. That's correct. And it plays nice, and it's really fast. It's faster than the other 4. But they're all going to be recovered soon. I don't have a date for that. They're all going to get the blue Predator cloth that you see on the other ones. That way they're all the same. This one on this table is Simonis, was it 860 HR. It's super fast. I like it a lot, but yeah, it's going to be swapped out when the other 4 get done. That way they'll all be the same. So it looks like Cody's planning on playing the carom off the 14th. So he's looking to clip it, come over here, and combo his 10 in. Probably the best opportunity right there. Pretty good that he even sees that shot. Oh man, that would have been nice, because look at the layout. He would have been able to have a nice easy cut right here, and then get out. But even as it lays, his 10 ball's blocking the 6. So Willie's gonna have to put in some work here. You're seeing it now, Joe. It looks the same in person. But you better get in here to hit balls on it so you see how it plays. Pretty dang cool. So Willie opted for the bank on the 6, which I don't blame him there. That was his trouble ball. Did not make it. However, where the cue ball ended up, he did leave Cody with an issue here. So I don't think he has a direct line of sight. So he's kick shot off the side rail. Those of you that know, so the ghost ball. So the cue ball being right here, pocket that ball. You would measure from the center of it to the edge of the rail and move back. So then that center point would come to the rail, and then whatever distance it is, then let's say it would be here, and then that would be his aiming point to pocket that ball. That may not make too much sense, as I drew it rather sloppily, if that's even a word. But yeah, so he didn't have a direct line of sight even to the kick point, so it would have had to have been Massey. So this is a big opportunity for Willie here to get the first game. He will need to start on the 3 and should shoot it to this side pocket just to keep it as simple as possible. Looks like that's what he's going to do. So I like his odds of getting out here. But since I did do a commentator's curse a couple of times in the last match, who knows? So I can tell you, I heard back from the EvoSports team. They are on it, so I expect it to be resolved shortly. It may maybe just like the first one, where the background music stopped altogether. Just let me know in the chat there when it happens, please, if you would. Thank you. So it looks like Willie left himself fairly straight on the swan. And if he tries to draw this, it could easily hang up. When you power draw from range, the object ball touches the rail at all, it has a tendency to stick, and he did just that. And now this time, Cody has a good look at his starting ball, and so I would fully expect Cody to get out now. Oddly enough, I just said that with Willie, but I'll leave it up to Kelly if that was a commentator curse or not. Oh, Cody hit that, pretty good speed. He's got a nice angle to work with to get to the 8. So it's up to his preference whether he wants to play down to a shot in the side or come out and play to the corner. He's hitting center ball to come straight down, just like so. Fell a little short, but still very, very makeable. Thank you, EvoSports. Much appreciated. And there you go. Cody pockets the 8 in the side to take the 1-0 lead. All right, so Cody's rack and break, and 1-0 Cody. I see you're logged in there, Scott. Jump in whenever. The loud music, the issue we had in the first match, has returned, and the EvoSports is working on that, getting it squared away. Cody crushes the break, pockets the ball, has a nice starter on the score in the corner. No real good starter for Stripe, so I'll go ahead and assume he's going to shoot the score ball just to get a side claim. So those of you who watched the first one, Rodney and Brian put on a pretty good show for us. Rodney ended up coming out the victor, but it was an exciting match. They both produced some pretty exciting shots. I'm hoping to see more of the same in this one. These two have played each other many times over the years in league play and tournaments and stuff, but it's been in the works for a while now, and for one reason or another we had to reschedule, but today worked out, and here we are.
All right, who do you got in this one here, Rich?
I remember correctly, I had a bet with Poncho the first time it was scheduled, and I had 20 on Billy. He on Cody, and I took him up on that bet. What do you got?
Well, kind of like Cody's action after that. I think see him being able to pull out the win on this one. Last couple times I've seen Cody play, and he just seems like he stays pretty focused, working hard on his game. So I think he'll be able to pull it out.
Sorry about that. My laptop was running on battery. It died. So I just plugged it back in, so I'm back on. But yeah, I agree with you, Scott. Cody has been playing pretty well, so that's why I expect this match to be another good one, like the first one was. Good catch, Kelly. I didn't notice that either. Good old fat finger typing. So now you just pronounce it Willie. So the music isn't in the background anymore, Kelly? Is that what you're telling me? So Marty, are you telling me you got Willie on your big screen? You're not laying there in your underwear with a bag of Cheetos, do you? Don't answer that. All right, good to know it stopped. Thanks, Kelly. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks, EvoSports, for taking care of the problem. Much appreciated. Can't be that quiet, Michelle. I can hear Scott eating. You hear silverware and plates clanking together. Thanks, Crystal. Appreciate the update.
I doubt that you could hear anything, Rich. I have my mic off, and there is no silverware. I got chopsticks, bro.
Okay, chopsticks. So do you use them correctly, or do you stab at them like American people do?
I'm Asian, bro.
Part Asian. No, Michelle, I don't hear Mickey Mouse. That was Marty earlier. Whatever. That was the only Mickey Mouse sound I heard. There's no. Hey Jeff, there's no way for me to do it, but I'll talk to Patrick and them from EvoSports to see if we can't maybe even shrink it so that it doesn't take any table space. Oh, Cody's at the table and he's looking to bank this 3-ball, I think. If he can just give it a pop to hold it, then maybe even use the 10 to hold the cue ball, then he'd have a good shot at the 1 as well. Right. Well, it shows you the speed at which he hit that because he pocketed the 10 ball as well. But the 3 bank center pocket, but because of the 1's position, a cut to the corner is super risky. So he's called the back bank to the other side. Thanks, EvoSports. Thanks for that update. Okay, Jeff. So EvoSports is on it, and they will get it dialed in as they are top notch on all of that. So I don't see it being an issue too long. Yes, thanks again, EvoSports, for your due diligence on everything and always responding quickly and resolving issues.
These guys are bending over backwards to help you out, Rich. They feel bad after whooping up on you in Lincoln City. Huh?
Yeah, in Lincoln City, I told them, hey, it's me. I'm the one that's bugging you all the time. And they all were like, no, you just keep letting us know, and we'd love to hear from you and the feedback and everything else. And they really made me feel good about it, that I can reach out to them about anything, and boom, they're on it. And I love that. And they were all really cool. Justin, Colin, and Patrick, super cool guys. And when we played Colin, uh, Justin, and Shu Cheng Chow in the Second Chance Teams event, that was such a blast. And then we moved our match to the live stream match too, so it's on the EvoSports channel. I've rewatched it already myself, and man, this live stream stuff is just amazing to have. And it's you don't have to be any professional to do it or use it. It's it's very player friendly, and you get to use it as just a pool player, and it's just an amazing platform. You guys shot great, EvoSports. That was a strong team. So here in this match here, Cody kicked it to 1 and almost drilled it. It was really close, but now it's hanging, so Willie's under pressure to get out here. Cody can jump, he can kick fairly decent too, so there's not a whole lot of places you want to be able to hide. So Willie's just going to have to pocket balls here. He got himself down to a shot on the 9, which would have been his trouble ball because that 1 ball blocks it. But now he has a good angle to cut to the bottom left corner there, and he can come out 1 or 2 rails, depending on what he wants to shoot next. He opted for the 2 rail out. He's coming in, and unfortunately, ties to the 11. That's just unlucky. You know, another couple of revolutions there, and he'd have been straight in on the side. But he's
Man,
in a tough spot now.
does that look like he can thin that enough to get back out to the center table, try to get behind the ball? I know it's real touchy to get the speed on that, but man,
Yeah, because even if he tried to thin that and come over here and hide, if he doesn't marry the back of that 12, you know, it's not that tough of a jump shot with the one hanging in the pocket. The only difficult part of it might be to get shape on the 8.
yeah, I'd still opt to at least make it as tough as possible. And that's kind of what I was thinking he was going to have to do because I thought with the angle that he had on that he was on the ball there, he was going to kick him out in front of this other ball.
Yeah, he pulled off a good save. He had a good speed. However, I would expect that to be very makeable. It looks like the kick angle is there too. Just by eyeballing it, I'm looking at right there. So if he aims here with a little running English, he should get that. So we'll see where he hits. Oh,
Got it.
he got it.
Oh, now he's going to get close to his work.
Right. Yeah, a little unlucky there. So, but if he wanted to, he can get a rub on this too and get on the back of the apron safety. But I have a feeling he's going to go for it here. Yeah, he's called the corner. This is a very tough shot, but it's not impossible. Wow. I can't. Yeah, but he hit that really well.
Yeah.
But that cue ball curved around and got in front. Yeah. But he left Willie extremely tough. He has to play like a combo or something. I don't think he can see the 15 directly.
Pretty sure he was puckered a little bit on that shot when that cue ball got out in front of there.
Second place, huh? That's still good, man. Because that's platinum teams, even if it's second chance, it's still full of tough teams. So good job, guys. Okay, so Cody drills us 8 to take a 2-0 lead. And it's Willie's rack and break. So Kelly, let me ask you, why did you feel the need to clarify, say I'm a dude after your name? Were you getting messages in your DMs? You start collecting friend requests. So here we go. We're going to go into game 3 with Willie's rack and break. Cody has a nice 2-0 lead. A couple of tough shots made in there. That last one on the 8 was ridiculously tough, and Cody almost pulled it off, but because of his aggressiveness with it, he got a nice little roll in there. The cue ball tucked in. But luck favors the aggressor, so keep that in mind.
You hit so hard, really.
So it looks like Willie scratched on the break. That'll give Cody ball in hand anywhere on the table. Just so you guys know, men's league players, that was voted in this year as well. So this season, scratch on the break will yield you ball in hand anywhere on the table instead of in the kitchen like before.
He had put a little too much thought into that one.
All right, nice shot by Willie with a nice breakout. The 8 ball currently blocks the 13, but he has a back cut on the 14 right here that he can do to get the natural breakout in here. And once he does that, he won't have any trouble balls anymore. He's got one up table right by the pocket, but that's pretty doable. So what he needs to do is play this. Oh, is he playing the 15 in the side? Well, I guess that works too, but you're aiming into a much smaller pocket. And then that leaves your 13 as your trouble ball. I would have played to cut this here, so the cue ball come in this way and broke this all out. And then he'd have been okay. Playing the 15 on the side, the pocket was really small from there, so it just made it tougher, and it didn't address this problem. Good job. So now Cody comes to the table, and he's got a small pile over here. So the 1, 2, and 6 as his trouble balls. I don't really see a makeable shot there, not from where he's coming from. So, he could opt for a safety. Just bump the 6 and take the cue ball up to the rail in here somewhere, and the 6 let it come out this way, and then block this shot. But
did he call the one? Is he thinking he's going to carry?
Did he?
I can't tell.
It doesn't look like it goes.
No.
So okay, so as you can see, he was just talking about having bumped this ball. In BCA, it's cue ball fouls only. So if you bump a ball, your opponent has the option to move it back or leave it where it is now. It becomes a foul if any moving ball travels through the location where the bumped ball was sitting, or if the cue ball goes through that path, or if that bumped ball hits another ball, then those are fouls. But just having bumped it and moved it a little bit, then it became Willie's option to leave it there or move it back, and he opted to leave it there. So now he left himself in a little precarious position here. He has the shot to cut the 12 in the side, and it'll be thin enough where the cue ball doesn't come and bump the 5 ball, and that he can use that to stop the cue or bump it. You don't want to bump it too hard, put the 5 up there into a position of trouble your other balls. But he managed to spin by it, which was good, leaving it there. So now he has the option to put a little top left on it. So like 11 o'clock on a clock face, where the cue ball will come out like this and leave him 15 in the side. But he miscued.
I think he went a little 8:30 there. I don't know.
Yeah. So this is a very good opportunity for CODY to put another game on the board. So he's looking to play the 4 ball in the side. Probably roll forward just a little bit, because it does look like the 5 passes the 1 in this side. So not a whole lot he has to do there to be able to pocket the 5 back this way. I think for me, I would want to leave the 5 for my last ball before the 8, because he can play this and go forward and play the 1 and work those other balls out and have the 5 as the last one to move forward into that position.
I don't think that's what he did. I mean, I was thinking the same thing. You kind of want to look and see where you're going to finish up on your last ball and get on that 8, but looks like he played just straight across to shoot this 5 next.
Yeah. Hey, Scott, you see in the chat there, Wawani Barra says he needs him some Snipaliphagus. Isn't that your gamer tag?
Needs my expertise.
I've heard about expertise. At least you have fun, though. That's the important part, especially when you suck. There's a nice shot there from CODY. Give himself a nice look. He has a shot on any of those 3 balls. I have a feeling he's going to shoot 2. But see, having shot the balls into the side, now he's got to try to leave himself a good angle to move the cue ball off a shot into shape for the 8. So basically, he's going to be looking to come into anywhere in this area for the 8 ball. So in doing so, he's going to need to position his last shot on one of these 3 balls with a nice angle to go over there, because you don't want to have to work it too hard to try to get there, because ultimately you fail at it. So we'll see what he does here. Okay, so I see what he's doing. He ended up rolling farther than he wanted, but he wants to play the 6 ball here, which the cue ball will come out like this. So this line with the 3 ball, you can be on either side of it for a natural angle for the cue ball to go over. Sorry for that line. It's over into this area. So I see what he's trying to do here. So at least he's looking at it and took it into consideration. So he doesn't have to do much here. Just pocket this ball. So you see that he was pretty straight on the 3, but he still had an angle to be able to come this way. Or even into here would have been fine. And now Willie has a shot. He's taking the 10 ball first. Comes down nicely. So unfortunately, he's really close to this ball because he would have wanted to shoot that next, and then use this ball this way to get shape up here. But he's in a tough spot, tough position. See, if it were me shooting that 10 here, I would have come down this way with the cue ball to shoot this and then that. So now being close into it, now the 6 comes into play too if he uses draw. There you go. So now it's still very doable. He can play the 15 up there, and the cue ball is going to come rolling here. The thing is not to hit it too hard and make the cue ball come over here. You don't want that tough shot on the 8. But so if you're going to hit it hard, make sure you hit it with enough speed to come back across. I don't think he'll do that. I think he's just going to roll it and see, try to get somewhere close to the middle. And he did. He managed to hold the cue ball nicely, but he forgot the important part, and that's making that ball. So Cody's in that similar position where he pockets a 6 and tries to keep the cue ball in this area, again like before, and have a decent angle on this 3. Not too much of one, but a decent one to be able to maneuver the cue ball somewhere in this area here. So shooting the 6 ball first is the correct shot. Oh my goodness. See, and that's what happens when you hit that draw from that angle. If he'd have hit more center ball, then the cue ball would have drifted. Instead of pulled back this way, it would have just drifted to the side. So a little lucky break for Willie here.
Well, at least keep him a little close there. 1. Still a good game here. We got go anyway.
Well, Josh, did Austin's team win? I take it, Josh, you got a bet of some sort or two on Cody? My original $20 bet with Poncho is in play. And I got $30 on Willie with 2 different people. I don't know who Josh has a bet with, but by his comment, I'm assuming he bet on Cody. And this is one of those matches which is a coin toss. I won my $20 back from Lonnie in the first match because a previous match I had lost to him, and so we made now our square with him. So they won. That's good. So at least they're not like the Seahawks then, huh? Yeah, I said it. Hey, Josh, if you're at home and have your laptop up, you can jump in with me and Scott, or Scott and I guess, proper English. Or not, up to you. Yes, Marty, I gotta go there. Like I told you the other day, take your Seahawks shirt off and wipe the chalk off the table. But you were like, nope, not even good enough for that. And I was like, okay, I agree. You're good. So Willie's at the table with the crutch. Thanks, JC. Appreciate the pass. And yes, it is my second language. And I don't know what to say about Willie, but I think he keeps his heavy accent so that he can get away with eating cat. The other day when I was driving out to Moxie, I seen a dead one on the side of the road. And I let him know there was one there. Go get it. Free cat, as they say. But Willie's making a run. All his balls go to pocket, so it's just a matter of getting there to shoot them in. Good thing that one was there. He was headed for the scratch angle. But it bumped into a non-shot right now. But he has a shot on the 2, which if he plays a stop shot and leaves the cue ball right here, then that leaves him a nice shot on the 1 with the angle to come this way.
Is that the 2 ball or 4 ball? I can't really see that well.
That is the 4 ball. So Willie tried to maneuver himself over for the 5, did not get there, and now is hooked on both balls. So now he's going to have to jump or kick. I don't think he can see this rail to kick to the side, so he's going to have to go this way. It's a tough jump also because the line for the jump shot is like a quarter ball, so that would be very difficult as well. He could 1 rail this way, or 2 rail into the 5, which looks like he's opting to do. He definitely should have just stayed over here to give himself a shot at the 1. Well, he gets a good hit. His 5 ball rolls over to 13 and blocks that. So Cody's going to have to address that 13 somehow. It's definitely a trouble ball now for sure. And he's going to be treetop here. So the simpler shot between the 11 and the 12 is the 12 on the side, which he's opting for. And that could give him the breakout angle he needs here. Hit it nicely. And he's fairly straight in on the 11 and the side if he wants to go that route. But like I mentioned earlier, this is the problem here. That's going to stop him from getting out if he doesn't address it. See, he should shoot this ball and draw it back. Leaving it there, it could become a problem because it has pockets it cannot. So now the 11 will have to be played to the corner pocket up here. The cue ball. Oh, your best bet for the cue ball is to maybe be in here, because that'll give you the angle to come in this way to break this out. So we'll see what Cody sees. So he opted to play the safety, which in this case is good too. He got behind the 8 to take away any kind of hit on the 5. There's no direct line to the 1, so Willie is kicking no matter what. So now, just from what I can see, just visualizing this distance going this way, to me, he would need to aim somewhere in this range if he was going this way. But he's going the long rail. The big difference in that is going this way at it and coming, you have to hit it much firmer so that any ball contacts the rail.
2 rails with that. Huh?
Yeah, he should have went to 1 rail. Almost guarantee him to hit. Going the long rail, like I said, it would have had to come in with some speed, make sure after contact something hits the rail. But with ball in hand, Cody can now address his trouble ball, hit this with a little stun draw, and come out this way. And come into this area here. Yep, pretty close. So now, there's couple of ways to play this shot. I don't like that he's elevated. Get more draw out of this than you want. But he hit it really well. So now he's just going to roll forward into this area and be straight in on the 8 to the side to take a 3-1 lead. Ooh, was fortunate not to scratch right there, but
Yeah,
that's very, very makeable. Yeah, he just kind of stunned it instead of going forward. It worked out. He got a pretty makeable shot here. I fully expected to make it.
So he flirted with that side pocket again.
Oh, my goodness.
Still counts. Still counts.
It still does count, and the scoreboard shows 3. It doesn't show 2 and 1 ugly one. So he's good to go. And it's his rack and break. Oh no, sorry, it's Willie. Willie won the lag, but he gets to break the odd games, odd number games. So Willie's down 3-1. He's gonna have to start making his move here. Yeah, Kelly, he did try to miss it. He caught both points with that. But see, had he rolled forward a little bit on that 11 ball there to the corner and got straighter in on that to the side, then more often than not, that would have went center pocket, no problem. But the fact that there was a little cut to it, cue balls right on the rail, probably got nerves running wild. But, you know, he made it. Like Scott said, he made it. It counts. So, it doesn't have to be pretty. That's not in the rules. So, let's see what Willie comes back with here. So, this is a race to 7. Cody's up 3-1 against Willie. Still got people here at the Dutch. Some playing pool. Some watching. It's not as packed in here as it was earlier. Good thing. Cody's at the table. only issue I see on the table right now is this 15 ball right here. That's going to be a tough one to address. So you can either play over here into a back bank this way or get straight on it. But I think that's Willie's problem. Okay, so he gave up on the draw stroke there, and that's why I didn't come back, and it just sat there and spun. So now he has a tough shot. I would think he needs to shoot the 5 ball first, because this natural angle is going to want to head over towards the 1 and give him a shot. Whereas if he shoots the 1 first and cuts it over here, the cue ball is going to come into this and maybe get lucky enough to come over this way. But if either of these stripes get to moving, they could easily block his ball, and that would not be a good thing.
Oh, that was unfortunate.
Yeah, he made a great shot on the 1. I mean, it went center pocket. But the cue ball, unfortunately, went right through that window and scratched. So Willie's addressing his trouble ball, that 15 that I circled earlier. It was a good choice here with ball in hand. Although, if I were him, I'd be shooting it to the other corner pocket, putting the cue ball on this side, because you can actually put a little angle on it from there so the cue ball would come out this way. Going that way, if you don't hit it pure, it's going to hit the point. He got fortunate there, but he hit it with a great, perfect speed to get up there nicely for the 10, or the 12, sorry. And that'll leave him for the 11. And he needs an angle on the 11 to get back down table. Marty left the chat. We're not talking. Nobody was talking to him. Okay, Willie hit that pretty good. Come down table, give himself a nice look at the 10. I think he'd have rather been straight in on the 14 to the other corner, but this is very workable, very doable here. See, now for me, I would play the 10 here, with the cue ball here with a little bit of English to come out this way, and then shoot the 14, same pocket, 13 over here, and come out like so to this area. That would be my plan, but we'll see what Willie does. So I think he was trying to do the same thing. He just hit it way too hard. Still doable. And the 5 being in a neutral location, and by neutral, I mean not in a pocket. So it's on a rail. I know Willie has all this space over here to put the cue ball in and still be okay, even if he misses the shot. The thing to do here is to not hit the 14 too hard. And he may even be playing a safety here, just bump a 13 ball. Okay, so he hit that at a really nice speed. But this 5 can backbank over here. But everything about it would have to be perfect. You got to hit it a little straighter, but use more English on the cue ball to make that 5 ball spin back this way without going this way first into the 14. So we'll see how it works out. That is, there's attempt. But in doing so, the cue ball is going to come off this way and come up here. If Cody's lucky, gives him a nice look at the 8. And if he were to miss that, then Willie would want to get lucky and have it come out and give him a shot. But this will all be speed-based, so we'll see what happens here. Oh, Marty's still here after all. So now, this right here, Willie loads up with right side English. And the cue ball will come this way. It doesn't do any good to go over here. Willie didn't like any of it, so he opted for a safety, which he got. So he has no direct line to the 5 ball, so Cody's going to be kicking. If he goes this way, the 5 ball is very small because the cue ball has to clear the 13. He can go the long rail, but then that's also a very tough shot. And I can see in the image that the 5 is off the rail, so just bumping it should get it legal. Oh, he hit that very well. Got a nice legal hit. But I can tell you, Willie's going to play safe by just clipping this ball and going up this way. To try to get in behind the 8 would be the best way to play it safe here. Almost got there, but he was following the line I drew. Now for Cody, there's a multiple things he can do. He can clip the edge of this with a little speed and let the cue ball come out and try to get right back up here again. Or he can just slow roll it, bump it, and leave it here so that these 3 are in a row. He doesn't want to hit it too hard and let the cue ball come up in here and give him a shot at the side or this ball. He called the bank on this, but I'm pretty sure I'd be surprised if he actually goes for that. Had to go make sure it was a good hit. Willie requested me to watch. Oh, Willie had a nice shot there, a nice shape. Now, I know some people prefer the draw and come out over here. I like to use rails, so I like to go forward and come out. Well, Willie came up perfectly, gave himself a really good look at this. Close the gap. Oh, nice shot, Willie. 2-3. And it's Cody's rack and break. In case anybody's wondering, there are magic racks available. Cody is just opting to not use one. We have multiple kinds here as well. So you'll see Willie using his and Cody using the table rack. Both are fine. But it's starting to shape up into a good match. 3-2 with Cody in the lead, and it's his break. So see what he does here in response to Willie's win right there in the last game. Oh, he launches the cube off the table, and the 8-ball went in. So in VCA rules, that is not a loss. You cannot win or lose with the break. So it'll spot, and Willie has ball in hand on the table, or he can opt rack and break. I may need to go talk to them about it. Well, they both knew the rules, so that's awesome that they understand that. I'm going to assume Willie's going to take stripes here due to this mess. So Willie started off with a pretty good pattern, and seems to be working it out. Put a little inside English to kill the cue ball and straighten it out off of that rail, which gave him a good look at the 11, which he can just roll and he doesn't have to power that. So the cue ball is going to come off in here, so he needs to hit it at the speed to where it stays in this area. Kind of like that. So now he has options here. He can use that same inside English and check it up this way, so the 8-ball goes there, or he can come out this way and play the 8-ball in the same pocket. He opted to go the second way I drew. Got himself perfectly in shape there. So now, just to let people know, anytime you're shooting the 8-ball, try not to think of it as your last ball. Play shape somewhere. That'll help you to be more consistent on 8-balls and make them. Don't just, pick a spot to play shape like if there was another ball after it. You'll find that you don't scratch on it very often. But that was a nice out on Willie's part. Tied up 3-3. And it is now Willie's rack and break, so he'll have an opportunity to take his first lead. Cody's taking a quick 3-minute smoke break. He'll be right back, and then we'll carry on.
got a little sidetracked there. Looks like 3-3, huh? Willie trying to make it interesting.
All right, so 3-3, ugly table, but
Ugly table, ugly guys. It works all out in the end. It's all...
Cody's at the table now. He's looking at stuff, and yeah, I say the stripes were in a better position just because the 4 and 2 are stuck together, but they're not much prettier though. Okay, so now I don't know. It looks like the 9 can go at the corner pocket Willie's looking at right now. The 11 doesn't pass the 1 to the side or anything, so. But once he hits this, the cue ball is going to come off and bump this 1 ball. And if he hits it with enough speed, the 1 will come over here and tie up the 5, which would be good for Willie. Well, he hit it good, made it, but left himself bad. Now I can tell you, this 11 ball can be thrown, but from that close range, I don't know if it can be thrown to full diamond like that. But he would have to shoot the cue ball, sort of aiming at this, and that would throw this ball more towards the pocket than its natural line right here. But you have to know that. So we'll see.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if there's much space in between. Are they married or?
Well, if they're married, it throws better. But if there's a tiny gap, then it'll still throw, but not as well as if it was married. But looks like I have a feeling he's going to try to clip the edge of this and come up behind the 4-2 tape. I don't think he's going for the pocket. That's all the years of seeing Willie play. You can read him like a book. But he actually hit that a little hard, so Cody does have a shot on the 2 ball here.
I'm not sure how you can understand the book, but...
Well, he didn't tell me he was playing safe. I just read it. If he'd have told me, I would have had to say, what? But turn on the subtitles. Hey, Josh Anderson, are you still watching the stream? So it looks like Cody played safe. Willie will be tree-topped over the 1. So, but he needs to hit this with some speed to get the cue ball come out. So I got a cool story for you, Josh. Nice shot by Willie there. A little unlucky to catch that point. Today I went to a billiard store and just happened to be looking on the rack there of all the different little knickknacks and things they had, and they had a whole stack of limb savers. Needless to say, I have them all. Well, Garrett was with me and he bought one, and it's already on his jaw skew and he's loving it. But I have the other ones. It just shocked me to see them because, you know, they're so hard to find now, and anybody who has one won't part with it, as you know. But yeah, I managed to collect them. I even have one for predator cues, but I don't know that I'll put it on my shooting cue because of the extension. But I might put it on my my break cue. Kelly, it's called a limb saver. It's that little rubber bumper you put on the bottom of the cue that absorbs all the shock. You may have seen it on my jaw skews. The maker of that, they don't make them for pool cues anymore. They focus on making them for bows. But for a few years, they made them for pool cues, and they got really popular. But for whatever reason, they decided to not make anymore, so they quit. And so now they're super hard to find. And I remember posting on Facebook one time a picture of mine, asking anyone if they had one that they would sell, used or new. I didn't care, and nobody would part with one. But I've managed to find a couple here and there. But when I saw that today, I about peed myself. I was like, oh my God, there was like 6 of them. And multiple cue styles. There was one for Predator, there was a few for Joss. You know, they list the cues on the back of what that particular one will fit. And there was like three different versions of it that fit, you know, a variety of cues each. And she sold them at a discount, so I grabbed them all. And Josh, it was in Richland. So I'm sure you know what store that is. I went over there today to grab a box of Master Chalk because the chalk and chalk holder vending machine will debut tomorrow here at the Dutch. So it looks like Cody came up a little short on his shape on the 8 for cutting it. So he's called the bank. This to take the lead. See, what Cody just did right there is a good thing to learn. When you're down on a shot, if something doesn't feel right, don't just adjust while you're down. Get up and change it, which he did. So that's a good thing that he knows, and that he's aware enough to do that. But he did miss the shot, and he gave Willie a cuttable 10. Or 12, sorry. Cuttable 12 ball with natural shape. So the cue ball will go to the rail and come straight across this way, maybe even a little bit forward into this area. Either or will work great for Willie, and he'll be more than happy with that shape. Well, unfortunately, Willie missed it. Left Cody a very doable shot to the side. Got to make sure you focus in on it. Hit your mark. Don't get fancy. And just like that, drill it center pocket. Take the 4-3 lead. Nice job, Cody. So now it'll be game 8. So that is Cody's rack and break. This is a race to 7. It's a very tight match. They're evenly rated, 7 points apart, which in Fargo terms basically means they're the same player. Not much difference between the two, so it's going to come down to execution. And right now, Cody is doing a better job of that. But it's a one-game match, so it's still very doable for Willie as well. And he's played a couple of these before, and he's yet to lose one. He's won them all, so I don't think it's going to get in his head more than he allows it to. Cody has also won one before, so they have experience at these. So once again, Cody knocks the cue ball off the table on the break. Last time, Willie took his ball in hand and he run the table out. This table doesn't look as pretty as the last time, but still very doable. There's plenty to work with here, so we'll see what Willie decides. Solids or stripes, and see what he does with it from there. That's true, Crystal. There has been a lot of scratches on the break. And I have to think that it's from the players trying to hit harder than normal. They're trying to swing a little bit harder than they normally do, trying to really lay into it. And it's throwing them offline. Whereas if they went to their usual break, then I think they would be just fine. But we'll see what happens. Now, my thoughts on that shot Willie just settled for. There's no reason why he couldn't have put the cue ball here and cut the 13 and break this open, but he did not. So that tells me he's not planning to get out. He was planning to play safety in there somewhere. I would have definitely opted for the back angle and open that up and just run out. So now Cody's at the table. Has a shot. The 6 does go by the 7 here. It does go here. And he has the 2 ball in this match, but he's got multiple balls to use to break that out. He just needs to get the run going. So that looks like he just called a safety in return to get that 6 out, or the 2 ball out of there now. So now the 2 goes, but you have to be in a perfect position to shoot it there just because it's so close to that 11. So if I was a betting man, I'd say Willie's going to play a safety right here like this. If I was a betting man, I'd have just won. But see, now Cody has a back cut on the 5, and that could easily get him over here for the 1. The 1, well, I'm kind of sitting in line with the 1, and it looks like it'll be super tight. You'd have to cheat the pocket to get by the 2. So well, Cody just bumped that ball again, and this time it rolls quite a ways, but it did not run into anything else, and the cue ball or any other ball did not cross the path. So Willie opted to leave it where it is, and I don't blame him there. It's out in the middle of the table. So now Cody got that shape to the 1 that I was referring to, but like I said, it's super tight. Get by that 2 ball. But he could roll it forward into the 2 and play safe and leave the cue ball somewhere near where the 1 ball is now and just leave Willie to bank on the 10. Not a really good offensive shot there. He can back cut the 3 here, but then that's going to open this wide up, so making sure to make that is a big deal. But it looks like he could be playing safe off the 6. Oh, it kind of worked out. He didn't leave anything too easy. The 6 block to 14 going up table. 12 ball there. We have to jump in, comboed in, but even that's going to be tough because you have to hit this so perfect. Well, he hit that good and got shape on a shot, but unfortunately he did not make it. So therefore, that turned out to be a good safety for Cody. Yeah, Kelly, you're right. I just seen him play enough that I know his thought process. And I can tell you that's exactly why he loses more than he wins. And I know that sounds tough, but realistically, if there's an out possibility, you need to go for him. He likes to oversave, and that can get you in a lot of trouble. And that doesn't just go to Willie. There's plenty of players around here that do that. He just needs to keep his head in this game. It's a long way from over, and he's only down by 1, so he's still got good action here. But Cody's looking to cut the 6. He really doesn't have any trouble balls. Everything goes. You just got to position yourself in the correct spot. Because as soon as this cut is, if he could get himself through this window, if hit correctly, just like that. Might have overhit it, but he's got action. See, I would have been trying to play in more into here, shoot the 2 to open that pocket up for the 1. Then you could have got to the 1 off of the 3, but ended up overhitting it now. So now he's, yeah, I wouldn't even try to thin cut this 3 here. I would be playing it off of that ball, just to make the 3 a fatter target, and then that makes you able to control the cue ball better. Yeah, playing it off the 12 makes it bigger. Looks like he's attempting the 4 ball, but it's got to be very little sticking out past that 11. But he drilled it and has a shot. This back cut does go. He can also play the 3s, but he'd have to make sure to put a little English on it so it doesn't take the tangent line to the pocket. In this position, I think this 7 ball here, the back cut, is the way to go. But that's me. That's what I would do also. So we'll see. There's many ways to skin a cat. So Cody undercut the 7. Had he hit it correctly, it would have been a thinner cut, which would have brought the cue ball maybe even into the 3 or into this line here instead of way up here where it did. But that was a very big doable shape shot, and that would have gave him a good looking 2. Okay, so Willie did the combo to play safe, left it very tough. So it all just depends on right here. Yeah, he's calling the bank in the side pocket. Okay, so he's playing the bank on the 2-ball into the side, which the cue ball should, if he could keep it in this area, and that'll give him a shot on the 1-ball. If he overhits this, he can end up punting for shape. So he overbanked it by a little. Gave Willie a shot, but now Willie's got to work it to get shape to the 15 as well. Can't be in here. Well, that 14 ball coming back and bumping the cue ball to where it did could be the big difference for Willie, because now Cody can't see the 7. He'd have to jump it. The 2 ball is too close to the rail, I think, to cut in the side, and of course the 8 blocks the 1. So I don't think he has an offensive shot here. Oh, so it was making. So that was a great shot. I don't know. He didn't get shape to the 7, unfortunately. But that was a great shot on the 2 to pocket it. So now he's going to be looking to do a jump shot at the 7 and hope for the best there. But that still leaves the 1 tough. And you're right, Marty. You can learn a lot watching these, not only from the commentator's explanation of things, but you can learn a lot just by watching how people play. Everybody has their way and how they see the table and stuff. So yeah, you do learn a lot. It's like watching them live too. When you're here, you pay attention, then you'll see that how they handle things and what shots they choose. Okay, so Cody's overhit the shape a little bit, but still very doable. Just don't try anything fancy here. Just hit the stop shot. If you try to power draw this, that ball can't hang up. Well, he hit it nicely, so he has this 8-ball to take a 2-game lead on Willie. So that was a bigger opportunity missed by Willie to tie it up 4-4, because 4-4 and 5-3 are very different. And Cody got out to make it 5-3. And now it is Willie's rack and break. So Marty, the bag of candy you bought, are you just going to save that for Halloween, or are you bringing it in and dropping it off at the Dutch so it's here? Because I like choice number 2 better. Well, Jeff, he may have done that as well. Who knows? So Kelly, he told you earlier he was going to share tomorrow. Did he tell you that through text, or did he just roll over and tell you? Text or nudge? Yeah, Marty, you'll be here. I have no doubt. If I was a betting man, pretty sure I'll see you here tomorrow. Bring $1 in quarters, Marty, so you can buy a chalk and holder out of the vending machine. Yeah, Jeff, different era, man. That box of chalk cost me $60 today. So yeah, it goes up. they had to go to the vending machine route because every time we put a new piece out, it vanishes or gets traded out with some beat up piece of crap. And players over in Kennewick, they have one, and it's worked out great. And so I had them send me the link to that machine, and then we bought one and got it all put together today. It's all set up. I went and got more chalk. So it'll make its debut tomorrow. But no more free chalk given out by the bar. So it wouldn't have had to come to that if people would quit stealing them. Yeah, I'm the same. I don't even use that Master's chalk. I have my own Predator chalk that I use religiously, and most people do. Most people have their own chalk, but there's a handful. Yeah, Marty, I know who a few of them are. I've seen them do it. I've even talked to them about it. But when that's your thing, they don't stop. So you gotta punish the whole for the actions of a few, unfortunately. Yeah, Kelly, I agree. I'm sure we all can. We all know who they are. There might be a random one or two that we don't know, but for the most part, we know. And with 29 cameras here, they're doing it, being on video too. It's just not worth the time to prosecute over a piece of chalk. So going this route with the vending machine is just the easier way to go. But the only downside now is that instead of stealing from here, they'll be doing it at every other bar they go to, even though they're probably already doing it anyway. So, but with the cost of everything skyrocketing these days, you have to look at everything now. So did you shave off your mohawk, Kelly, or are you bringing that in tomorrow? Yeah, that very thing happened here at the Dutch one night. Um, and I showed it to him, and then he still tried to play it off like he didn't do it. And I was like, dude, your name's on it. I can believe the rainbow. I can believe it. Wouldn't surprise me either. Well, Kelly, I would have put top left on that shot on the 6th ball. Go to the bottom rail and come up between the 4-2 to get those. 5 can go to the side pocket. So here's a good chance for Willie. See what he starts with, either the 11 in the side or the 15 in the corner. I think for me, I shoot the 15 in the corner, roll forward a little bit, play the 13 in the side pocket there by the 2. And the 14. Okay, he just chose to punch over a little bit. So yeah, shoot here. Shoot that one there. And then you have an option to play in this area for shape, or you can come out here for shape side. He's got a good angle to get to either one of those big shots. Nicely done. He's staying on the correct side of the ball. And by correct side, I mean its natural angle is going this way instead of that way. So here, you just come out here and come out. He'd have been okay either way just because the 8's in front of the pocket. But you always want to try to get to the correct side of the ball. It's so much easier to play shape from there. So Willie to pocket this 8 to put a game on the board. Now he's down by 1. And now it's Cody's rack and break. So, but let me ask you guys in the chat here, those of you watching, do you feel or think Cody is playing slow? Now, I ask that not as like an intentional thing to try to get to Willie, but just in general. You know, both take time looking at the shot and different things. But it's making me think if a shot clock needs to be instituted in these BFS matches. And just because we're not in Lincoln City or somewhere like that, there should be no taking your sweet time. And not to say that Cody is. He is playing a little slower than I like, but if I was playing him, it's not slow enough to bother me. I'm just kind of curious on what your guys' thoughts are on this. Well, Jeff, if that's the speed at which he moves, and because you have like Ray Rancier, who's slow and has this very big pre-shot routine stuff, that's fine to be that way if that's your way. But you do have to follow the shot clock, which was instituted again into men's league this year, so it's going to become a thing. I'm just curious what everybody's thoughts are on his pace in this match. Like I said, it's not bothering me, but I am noticing the time it takes. If he had a minute shot clock, he'd probably have fouled numerous times already, more so than Willie for sure. Boy, that is a pretty ugly table. This big cluster right here. That it's gonna make for an interesting game, sure. Yeah, Jeff, I agree, man. Slow play is hard to watch. Uh, Even if they are under the shot clock, it does get tough because you want to see action, you want to see it move along. And Marty, there's nothing to tell Dave Mitchum's team until there's a problem. So Willie opted for a safety here. Not a bad play considering. Um, yeah, there's really no offensive shot here. Tell this game's going to be a while because the way it's laid out, you're going to have safeties coming from both players. Rightfully so, tough as it is. Boy, Willie got really, really lucky there. I didn't like his safe selection there anyway, but the way the cue ball come out of there and bounce rail to rail and nestle up against a 6 ball, that's real lucky. And it ended up in a great place for him. So now Cody, I don't even know if he can see any of his balls directly. He's going to have to go. He's going to have to kick at least one rail. That lucky roll where it tucked into the 6 turned out to be really good for Willie. He now has ball in hand. But he still has 3 trouble balls right here. Now, he can address that by shooting a 3 here and taking the cue ball into the 5 and letting that move over and open this up. So Willie's not typically aggressive like that. He's more of a he likes to think with the if I miss mentality, and so it affects what shots he takes. Yeah, see, so he's looking to play a safety here. Either combo at the 15 in, or at least get the 15 out here like that, and leave the cue ball right here to block all looks. It's not a good shot. I don't particularly like it, but you know, Willie plays how he plays. Well, he underhit it, but the 2 ball did get the rail, so that makes it legal. And all stripes are blocked. There is a jump shot there on the 12 right here if Cody cares to go for that. Or he can jump out and get this 9 and get a hit. You might even be able to see the edge of that 12. I'm not sure. Looks like he's going for the jump cue. Okay, so Cody's opting for the jump on the 12 inside. They ended up missing a shot, giving Willie ball in hand. But as you can see, still has a problem ball right here, the 5. So I would expect another safety. Why he doesn't shoot this here to open this up, I don't know. But he's just going to paint himself into a corner. Okay, so I guess he did address it. Just an odd way to do it. But in this case, it's functional. Yeah, I agree, Jeff. I'm thinking I might institute it because for the most part, it's never been a problem. Um, oh, I just think it'd be a good thing to have in place to make sure it doesn't become a problem. Yeah, Kelly, it's not the thrilling match the first one was. So Willie can tie this up or something. Maybe that'll add a little more excitement to it. We'll see. Cody just made a nice shot. Got himself great position on his 5 ball. Oh, I guess he striped. Never mind. So that 12 ball does pass the 11 to the corner. His problem ball is a 13 right here. And it being on the rail and the 7 being where it is here, I don't know that that'll play off of that. There's no real angle to put the 13 on the right half of the 7. Uh, but we'll see. That's just what I'm seeing on the screen. So without actually going up there and taking a look, I can't say with any 100% accuracy that it won't go. So it very well could. So the 7's inside the point. So the reason why I say that is because you look at the center point of the 7 ball, and that 13 will need to hit on this side of it, fall into the side. If it hits it square, it will not go. And if it hits on this side, it also will not go. Cody opted for a safety there. I think he was hoping to get here, but where he got isn't terrible. Willie can see the 3 and the 1, so he's got action here. If he makes one, then the chances of him getting out are pretty good, but you got to make the first shot. So now you almost have to try a bank here. You got the perfect angle for it. I mean, if you think about angle in, angle out, it's almost perfect, that 13 right now. And considering it's your trouble ball and it's in terrible position, it's lined up pretty good now for a good chance to make it. Well, he got very lucky with that leave. Even though he can see the 2, that's going to be a very tough bridge position for Willie. He can't reach that far, and he can't lean over the side too much, so he'll use his mechanical bridge here. So, using a bridge, especially in a tough reach position, your goal is to just pocket the ball. You don't want to try to put English on it or do too much with it. Just pocket your ball, which is what Willie just tried to do, but it did not fall. It hung, but it left Cody in a very tough position. So what do you do here with Cody? And I don't even know if the cue ball slides between the 8 and the rail. And if it doesn't, then what do? Jump at it, or do you kick at the 11 that's hanging? So he's looking to jump bank, I believe. Maybe even a jump carom, but I believe he called this 13 ball here. So we'll see. Okay, so Willie has ball in hand. And if I were a betting man, I'm going to say, yeah. Well, it looks like he's going for the 7, which surprises me. I figured he'd combo the 11 in, which might be what he's doing, and play safe. Yep. So he's going to combo this in and put the cue ball over here somewhere, leaving Cody a kick or a jump or something. Oh, he got super lucky that the 11 fell in on the double kiss. Okay, so Willie has ball in hand, has a really good opportunity here to tie the match. His trouble ball right now is the 7. Okay, so he's shooting the 1 to open up the pocket for the 7. So I'm guessing he's going to go 1, maybe 5, 6, 3, 7, 8. It's kind of the pattern I think he's looking at. See here, because Willie likes to play shape, tries to play shape to the closest pocket. So I just have a feeling he's going to try to play shape for the 3 in the side, but he's not in the best position to do that. and that's what happens. But lucky for him, he has a 7 there that'll help him. But he was definitely trying to come down for shape into the side when he could have just played shape for the 3 in the corner and be no problem. Well, Kelly, I will see. We're starting at 5, so I'll probably be here by 4. Oh, I forgot Willie had the 2 ball in the corner. Forgot he hung that earlier. He almost needs to shoot that now. Basically aim here with a little left English so that it catches this rail and comes out this way. If you hit the 2 ball too fat, it's not going to come out of there. And you don't want to play like a power draw on this because you don't want to have to elevate your cue and dig into this. But that's what he's opting for. Oh, he hit it pretty good, actually. But that being jacked up and elevated into a draw is super hard to control. He got lucky that it came off sideways, which tells you that he did not hit it straight. But it was still very manageable, and he left himself a really good look at the 8 ball here. So I fully expect a tie ball game. Ooh, way to rattle it in, Willie. So the game is tied 5-5, and it is Willie's rack and break. It's not past tense, Jeff. It is present tense, race to 2. Well, hopefully this race to 2 doesn't take another hour. So Willie with a nice break there. Pockets ball. Yeah, 2 hours 48 minutes. That's and only be tied at 5. That's crazy. So the solids are going to be the tougher group just because of that 3 ball stuck to the point of the side pocket there. Willie recognized that, and he's opting for stripes. got the 9 to fall. I think everything goes. All the stripes go now. I can't tell yet if these two are married. If they're married, that 12 won't go. But Willie's right in my line of sight, so well, it looks like he's getting down to shoot it, so it must go. And it did. Well, not the best of shape. You got the 14 in the side pocket. And he might be able to come up and clip this ball out. If he shoots 10, he's going to need to bring it back. Bring the cue ball back. He definitely didn't want to do that. These are both big problems for Cody. Cody has a 2-ball to start with. You can see every bit of that. So I'm pretty sure he'll shoot that. Not much he can do with the 4 and the 3 at this point. So this shot, he's stripped up for the 5-ball. Hit that. Came in a little hot. So now I have to play the 6. The shot to hit next, I don't think the 4 banks, so he'd have to draw this back for the 5. And he wants to have an angle to bring it down into here. Okay, so I don't really understand the point of that. Now he has to bank the 4 out to the corner. But that still doesn't resolve the 3-ball. I think if he would have drew back up here into this area and have this angle, that at least would have resolved the trouble ball, or at least take that attempt. Coming in the way he did, it was never going to resolve either of those issues. I'm sure he was thinking, get the speed in there to break it out, but being stretched out and everything, it's very difficult to generate speed and spin. So Cody opted for a safe and clipped his 4, but it didn't come out far enough to pass the 8. So that didn't advance his position at all. Willie can see the 15. Now, he wants to hit a stop shot to keep the cue ball somewhere in here. So we'll see. But in Willie fashion, he ends up missing it by a mile. And the reason why, and I don't say that to be mean, but I've told him many times, because of his physical issues, he holds his cue standing at the very end of it. And if you notice how much bridge how much cue is past his bridge hand. He has no more stroke. He doesn't go any further. And so anytime he tries to swing with any speed, the tendency is to pull to the left. And so he misses by a mile when he does that. He can slow roll his way around all over. But anything that he has to put a stroke into, he don't have any stick left. It's holding the end of it, and it's all the way forward. And I've told him, just move up, a half a step in your stance, and that will give you enough cue to be able to stroke. But he always stands at the end, and so anything he tries to hit with speed, he'll pull the cue to the left and miss it by a lot, which is exactly what happened there. And so CODY just had that angle on the 5, and he tried to get the ball down there. So I'll give him props for that, to recognize that it needed that. He didn't quite get it, but he made the attempt. So that's a good thing. I think he's going to try to play this 4 on the side, maybe off the 3. It would have to be off the 3 back, but that would resolve the 3-ball problem also. I just don't know how much of it he can see. It looks like he's elevating to do a little masse. So that lowers the percentage by a lot. Well, it made it back for a good hit, luckily for CODY. Now, for all the players out there, I'm not a big advocate of masse shots. It does come up every now and again where you got to curl it a little bit. But masse shots where you're having to get steep like that are very, very low percentage, even for very skilled pool players. It's very low percentage to be accurate with it. So I try not to ever have to shoot that. I kind of get it in his case what he was trying to do, but that's very, very hard to do accurately. That was a good shot by WILLIE. Come up short on his shape. However, he can cut this ball here and use a little bit of English to come like this. Right through here. It doesn't have to get down here, because even anywhere in this area, he'll be able to see the 8. So the thing is to just pocket the ball, put a little bit of left on there, because with top spin, it's going to come down this way. And you don't want that. You want it to come in. You want it to come off, and with that left English, come to the side sooner, so it takes a more specific route towards the 8-ball. It's a tough shot, but that's the shape he's got. So you see how not using enough left makes it go long like that. In which case, right there, he had no shot. It's not going to go in off the 3-ball on the side from there. It needs more angle to be able to hit the correct side of the 3 to fall in. Well, Marty, looks like you know where happy hour is all day, every day. You got a swimming pool with warm water in it. So this chilly air out now, it'd be perfect for you. Okay, so now CODY I'd still play the 4 off the 3 here, just to resolve the 3 instead of playing the 4 to the corner. Looks like that's exactly what he tried to do. Fell short. Now gives WILLIE a really excellent chance to get on the hill. He needs to play the 10 to the corner this way, which brings naturally the cue ball over here to be straightened on the 8. So WILLIE just needs to stay focused, dialed in, and get it done. Step 1 complete, and this is step 2. Don't do anything fancy. Just hit it like a stop shot. Well, he left it tough. So, and the 8-ball is relatively neutral, so you can play a safety on it. Well, Kelly, if you drink enough beer, eventually the water will become warm enough. All right, so Willie pockets the 8. Cody was playing a safety attempt there. He called safe. Gave Willie a back cut on the 8, and Willie drilled it. Get on the hill. Score is 6-5, race to 7. I don't know, Marty, every bit of it. The beer, the pool, it all sounds like invites. So might as well get over there. All right, so it is Cody's rack and break. Cody has no more games to give. Willie is on the hill. So Willie wins, it's over. Cody wins, it's hill. So we are down to the final 2 games, possibly 1. We'll see what happens. Excuse me. Sorry. So don't forget, folks, we have a triple header tomorrow starting at 5 p.m. We have Kelly Smith versus John Sanders. Then the wives will go at it. We'll have Janice Sanders versus Chelsea Smith. And then the Scotch doubles match between the Sanders and the Smiths. They will Scotch doubles match each other. First time we're doing anything like this, triple header wise. Fully expect it to be a good one. And all 3 matches will move right along. So it should turn out pretty good. And just so you know, something new I'm trying today. I created all these BFS matches in digital pool. So they will now start being submitted to Fargo. The Scotch doubles one will not, because Scotch doubles does not report. But all the singles ones from tonight and tomorrow night will. And if it works out right, I may go back and recreate all the ones that have already been done and put them in digital pool as well, just so that these go towards robustness and everything. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, so Willie was treetopped in a funny body position. Did not get a rail after contact, so Cody will come to the table with ball in hand. Cody is solid. No, Kelly, I can't forget your first two. I may not go back and put the earlier ones in. I may just start doing it from now forward. Cody's working his way around. He's got to look at pretty much every ball. The 7 is his trouble ball, right here. Does not pass. He can get under it from one of these other ones and play it off the 9 like this into the side, but he has to get there. Okay, Cody missed the 1, and it lets Willie back to the table here. All the stripes go. It does appear, from my angle, that 12 passes the full. Well, Willie bumped the 14, which he did not want to do, but he still has a shot on the 15 right here to the corner. So Willie has a chance to close this match out. Just gotta stay dialed in. So I'm not sure if the 9 passes. I do believe the 12 passes there. Willie's shooting at it. Well, he made it, got good position, so I like his chances here. So the play would be to shoot the 9 and draw back. 13 here, 14 there, 8 here, or here. That's kind of the pattern he wants to go. Okay, so now that's going to change. So as it sits now, he almost needs to shoot the 14 ball and draw back out for the 13. Just because cutting this here will be tough to get shape on the 14, but playing the 14 here, you can get shape to the 13. Oh, he hit that really nicely. Good English on there to give him a look. So for him here, and since the cue ball's on the rail, it's going to go forward. And the thing is to not be too shy with it. Let it work its way back out and give him an option in the side, which is what he wants. Closer to it. Okay, so he brings Cody back to the table. So we'll see if Cody can make this a hill match. Starting off well, came out, come into the nice line on the 1. So pocketing this 1. He almost wants to shoot the 7 next, which he will not be able to do. And the 2 ball, he didn't leave it easy either, but it's got a natural angle to come toward the 7 if he cuts that to the left. Yeah, I think the smart play right here would have been to play a safety here, leave the cue ball here, just because of that 14's in a tough position. Well, that was a real friendly bump on the 8. So now he could be going hill. Failed to negotiate that, but left a very tough shot for WILLIE. Pretty sure Willie's going to try to bank here. And he is. So the thing with this shot, to bank it out that far, you cannot really hit this with a lot of speed because you have to use a lot of left English to get it to throw that far. So you want to hit it with a medium to medium-low speed to allow that English to take. If you hit it hard, it's going to cinch into like this area. Okay, so he didn't hit it with any English really, because with the English he needed to hit it with, the cue ball would have come like this. But I think he just settled with leaving Cody a tough shot. Now this is very makeable. Cody's capable of hitting this shot, but he's under pressure. So let's see what happens here, because if he misses this, I fully expect WILLIE to finish from here. Will it happen? I don't know. Oh my goodness. Did not see that coming at all. He hit that shot really nicely center pocket, but stunning that cue ball, pulled it to the side pocket, and it fell in, giving WILLIE ball in hand with 2 balls left near pockets to complete this match. And now this is one thing WILLIE does here that I do not like. You have ball in hand and he's going to play it dead straight and play the draw. When being over here more, you can really play that angle and come in. He hit it nice, got himself good shape. And like I said, I fully expect him to get out on this one. So this to win the match. And he gets it done. So thanks everybody for watching. Sorry for the late hour. Tomorrow we start at 5, and I'll get everything posted up and shared tomorrow. So thanks everybody for chiming in the chat room, watching, hanging out with us. Appreciate it. See you on the next one.